Hey everyone, what is going on? My name's Red Archer Live and welcome back to the channel. In today's Payday 2 video, we're going to be discussing everything that's coming to Payday 2 next week as part of the final update in the City of Gold campaign. We've got some free content, 2 confirmed DLC packs, as well as a sneak peek at the next campaign coming out after City of Gold. Because yes, they've confirmed there will be a further campaign, which I suppose makes sense because there's still a good bit of time before Payday 3 is supposed to release. So we're going to talk about all that in this video, go right through all the information, look at all the different key bits of the developer update video, and just generally talk about everything new that we now know about what's coming to Payday 2 next week. Just before we roll the intro though, there's 2 things I want to talk about very quickly. First off, I'm going to be doing a charity stream for the first time ever tomorrow at 7 PM UK time. It's a big Payday 2 themed charity event. I'm going to be raising money for Games for Love, which are a charity that connect children in hospitals with video games. Seemed like a really, really good cause to me. I've seen people in the past raise money for them that I know, and they seem like a really good place to kind of generate some interest and some love for. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. It's going to be Payday themed, as I've said, and we're going to have some very special guests. Ian Russell, obviously the voice of Locke and the face of Locke, is going to be coming on for a Q&A, and he's also got something unique to give away to some donors, or the top donor I should say. And we'll also have appearances in the stream from Georgia Van Coilenberg, who plays Sydney, as well as Gustavo Cucimio, the current music composer, and also the Noli. All of them are going to be popping up at some point in the stream, hanging out, whether we're playing Payday 2, talking about Payday, or just having a good time generally. It's going to be a really good time to try and raise some money for this charity and have a great stream while we're at it. So if you haven't already followed me on Twitch, head over there, www.twitch.tv/RedArcherLive, and you can check out the stream tomorrow at 7 PM GMT, that's UK time. And the other thing, very, very quickly, and it's not going to appeal to everyone, but I wanted to shout this out because it's something I'm very, very proud of. To any of the Doctor Who fans out there, I have started a second podcast, separate to the Redcast, called Who's There? A Doctor Who Podcast, all about Doctor Who. New episodes weekly, every Saturday, so episode 3 will be going up tomorrow, where I'll be talking about how I met Jodie Whittaker this most recent weekend, who plays the current Doctor, if you're a fan of that TV show. If you're interested at all, I would really appreciate you going to check it out. A link is in the description. You can check it out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music, all the usual places you can check these things out. So please go give it a listen. I would greatly appreciate it. I've done it with a fellow Doctor Who YouTuber, Crispy Pro, so it's kind of like something for my second channel, but also something for his main channel. It's a cool project. I'm really having a lot of fun making and editing it, and I hope that you all are enjoying it too. I know some of you already checked it out, and thank you very much for that. It means a lot to me. But for the Redcast fans out there, don't worry, there will be more episodes of that podcast coming out in the future. Like I said, I just kind of do an interview now whenever it works, and I can actually tease that one is very close to being recorded, so there should be a new episode coming out, hopefully, in the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned. But either way, enough talking about unrelated things, let's get right into the main body of the video, and you know what we always have to start off by doing? Roll the intro. So like I said, we have got a new developer update from Overkill. This is the 8th developer update they've released now, and they go into some details with regards to what's going to be happening in this heist. So the first DLC that Overkill talk about in this video is the Mountain Master Heist, the final heist in the City of Gold campaign. Just like with Silk Road, it's a 4-chapter expansion, so we're at the 4th and final chapter now of City of Gold, and the whole point of this is we're going to be taking down the current leader of the Triads as contracted by another member of the Triads, currently Shayu, who wants to take over and just kind of control the whole Triad, and she's offered in return of the Payday Gang can take out the current leader, she will clear all problems of the Triads with the Payday Gang, and they can basically go their separate ways. A very nice and simple end to a campaign, to be fair with you. It's a nice way of just kind of putting it all to bed and tying it up with a bow. Now, as with all Revival-era Payday 2 heists, you can take this heist in both loud and stealth. It's a good feature they've kept up right since Border Crossing came out, but it's explained in the video by Sebastian how you can take some of the pre-planning assets on, so if you want to have a look ahead of time and see what you can expect in the heist, you can check that out. I will be linking the developer update in the description anyway, so you can go and watch it if you want to see what they've been talking about. But either way, I've left a video running on screen now so you can get a bit of an idea of what it looks like. I haven't personally watched this section, I've skipped it because I don't want too many spoilers. I kind of like the idea of bumbling in stealth and not having a clue what's going on and having to work it out. I kind of prefer that. It makes for better entertainment, at least I think, for my end when I'm streaming, so I'm sure we can all look forward to that next week. But that's not the only DLC pack that will be releasing next week with the ending of the City of Gold campaign. In fact, we've got one more Tailor pack to round things off. This time it is the Golden Dagger Tailor pack. Now this Tailor pack includes 2 outfits, the Red Pole and the Master's Mantle, as well as 4 masks and 4 pairs of gloves, and you can see them all on screen now. First off, we've got an image of the full outfits with the masks and with the gloves. After that, we've got an image of all the masks, and then after that, an image of all 4 pairs of gloves. Not the best quality from the video, I have to say, for some of them, so I've just done my best to kind of get the best quality screenshots possible, but I will be honest, I'm a huge fan of what I think is the Red Pole outfit. I'm guessing the first outfit on the left is Red Pole, then the next one along is Master's Mantle. The Red Pole one is gorgeous. I really, really like that. Master's Mantle kind of looks a bit similar to some of the other Triad outfits they've released recently. It doesn't particularly strike me as super duper unique. I don't know if that's something that everyone else agrees with me on, but either way, it doesn't really matter. I really like the Red Pole one. Looking forward to getting that in-game. That'll be very cool. As for the masks, I don't mind them. The LED designs on the helmets are quite cool, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure I like a lot of them. I think the black face mask is the best one, to be honest with you. I really like the design on that. And then finally with the gloves, I'll admit, I actually really like, I think, all 4 pairs of these. You know, the gloves are kind of getting to a point now where the more they add, the more I'm kind of like, I don't know which ones I really want to use. It feels like we've almost got too much choice at this point, which is a weird thing considering the gloves are not a particularly old system, but it's nice to see that there will be a few that will work quite well. And the thing that I find interesting with a lot of the gloves that they add at this point are they often work better with other outfits that have released previously. You know, sometimes you see them with these outfits and you're looking at them now and you're kind of thinking, do these actually go with the masks and the suits? They look good, but do all the colours clash very well, or, you know, do they actually work properly? I think probably you put half of these gloves with older outfits and they'll work much better, so that's an interesting thing. And it allows for a bit more experimentation, you know, it allows you to take the new DLC, mix it up with other things, and try and find something that works even better than what they've packaged it with. So that's always a cool little feature, and I'm excited to have a little fiddle around with that when the DLC comes out. That's it for the paid content, but that's not all. They are also teasing the free content that will be coming to the game next week in this update. First off, as you might expect by this point, the Dragon Bomber jacket is indeed getting one final colour variant, and this time it's all white. Looks quite nice. I'm not sure it's my favourite one, I'll be honest with you, but I've kind of been mixed on a lot of these colour variants so far. I think once they added the first couple, I was quite happy, and I'm not really sure I like all the other ones, but again, that's just my opinion. But the white one does look quite nice, and I think that there'll be a lot of people who do really dig it. But there's also one other outfit that will be available in-game, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, so I'm going to let Elizabeth pronounce that for me.
The Lao Da Shi, which will be available to anyone who beats the related achievements.
And I'm pretty sure the idea here is it's meant to look like a Kill Bill tracksuit. Is that the idea? I'm fairly sure. It looks very Kill Bill to me, which I really, really like, and that looks quite nice. So there's going to be some kind of related achievements there that you have to complete to unlock the outfit. I noticed that she said achievements rather than achievement, so maybe there's more than one thing you have to do, which would be interesting. But still looks very cool. Very excited to unlock that in the game as well. And then Almir says there's one more thing. It'll be in the update that they're not going to reveal now. Be a bit of a secret, and you have to play the heist to work it out. So that's all I can say on that. I haven't got a clue what they're talking about, but we'll soon find out. All of this is then topped off and wrapped up with a bow, with Elizabeth confirming the release date of Wednesday, the 9th of March, which I think a lot of us could see coming. Usually when Overkill do these DLC releases, at least for City of Gold, they've done it in the sense that they release the Weapon Smuggler Pack first, and then a week or two later, the heist comes out. This time it's been 3 weeks, so I think we all kind of knew it was coming soon enough, so I'm not surprised it's next Wednesday. I honestly thought it would be this week, and it wasn't. So Almir also talks about the way that they've done the DLC bundles with City of Gold and says that they're looking to change that. I'm going to just play the clip rather than paraphrase it so you can all hear what he had to say.
We've also heard your feedback about the City of Gold bundles, so we're looking at how we can improve these for our next campaign. Keep an eye out on the Steam announcement later on, which will have all the details you need, and more.
I don't know whether I've just not been in the right circles, but I don't know what the feedback is regarding those. I kind of haven't minded the way they've done it. It's been weird, because obviously they've released them in a more staggered release, so they couldn't do the bundles as easily, but they have been then retroactively doing them later on. So I guess maybe that's the feedback. People don't like that as much, and they liked when they were all releasing in big groups. But I don't know, I liked that we were getting more updates, you know, more often. I mean, it's fair that the DLC was then a bit more expensive if you couldn't buy it in bundles, but I just liked there being more updates more frequently. It gave me more to do videos on, especially when I haven't had as much motivation recently after my, you know, teaching placement decided to kind of nuke everything. So I quite like it the way it is, but that's just my opinion, and that's just me as someone who's trying to make videos on stuff. If you guys prefer it where they all release together, then that's fair enough. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you want them to go back to big bundle releases, or do you like the staggered way they're doing it right now? I'd be interested to know what you think. But the video then ends with them teasing the next campaign in Payday 2, and what will possibly be the final campaign, but we can talk about that in a minute. They have teased that Texas Heat is the next campaign coming to Payday 2. So they're staying stateside, and it looks like it's all going to be based within Texas. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go from that, but that is literally all we've got, just that image. They haven't told us anything else. We just know that that campaign will be coming next. So I imagine we can expect something regarding that in the next 2 or 3 months. 3 months seems more likely, but who knows? Maybe if they're speeding up development for Payday 2 stuff, we may see it sooner. I don't know. But that'll probably be the last campaign for Payday 2, purely because I think with Payday 3 currently scheduled to release next year, these campaigns are often roughly a year long. So you probably end up with this campaign finishing just before they want to release Payday 3, hopefully. I mean, they might end up delaying the release. They might not end up releasing it next year, and I think that is a possibility. And maybe I'll do a video about it at some point soon. I've been thinking about doing that for a while, so I think I'll probably discuss that at some point in the future. But I do think that unless they delay it, you're not going to have time for another campaign after Texas Heat. So this could well be the last batch of content for Payday 2 in the upcoming campaign. So it'll be interesting to see how they finish this off, because at the minute with these campaigns, they've kind of felt like interesting add-ons, but they've not exactly been as memorable as other Payday 2 content, in my opinion. Personally, I've liked a lot of the heists and a lot of the content, but you chalk it up to other heists that released pre-revival, and I don't think they all quite make it there. But that's just me. It's just my opinion. We can talk about it more in more detail afterwards. And I might well do a video breaking down my entire thoughts on the City of Gold campaign like I did with Silk Road. Let me know what you think if you want me to do that, and maybe I'll explore that at some point down the line. But either way, that wraps up this video from the Developer Update 8 and all the information on the upcoming DLC and future content for Payday 2. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video. If you have, please feel free to drop a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And subscribe if you're new around here, or if you just come back regularly to find out the news, because if you're already doing that, you may as well be subscribed anyway. Thank you all very much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow for that charity stream. And don't forget, as I've said, if you're a Doctor Who fan, to check out the Who's There podcast. Would really appreciate it. It's doing quite well stats-wise so far from people checking it out and giving it a chance, and I'd love to see that continue. So from you guys, if you want to give it a listen, I'd really appreciate it. But either way, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all next time with a brand new video. Until then, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.